Hello everyone, welcome to What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of Meliodas, Zeldris and Estarossa movie. Before we start, please go support ancalagonintheblack for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. This is the translated version I made. There will be some wrong he or she calling here because it's translated, so let me clear this. Naruto is a male in this story. Cap 1. In the Leaf Village, Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, was with his wife Kushina Uzumaki, who was giving birth to 3 children. The oldest was a blonde who was named Naruto, the other a red-haired man named Menma, and the last another red-haired Mito. From here everything would happen like the original story until the part of the Kyuubi seal invoking the Shinigami. Minato, Shinigami-sama, I want you to seal half of the chakra to my daughter Mito, the other half to Menma, and the soul to Naruto. At that the Shinigami looked at the children but more at Naruto while he thought, this boy has 3 demons, I'd better leave him alone. Shinigami, mortal, I will let you pass this time, but I will tell you something, you better take care of one of your children because in the future they will be the ones who decide everything. After that, the Shinigami does what was requested, so when Minato and Kushina approached Naruto, they saw how 3 fox marks appeared on each part of his face, so they took him as the reincarnation of the Kyuubi. They spent the next 3 years in that. Naruto was hated by the entire village. One day Naruto was walking normally, but some shinobi and villagers saw him, so they followed him to a dead end. Naruto, please, I didn't do anything to you, let me go. At that point the villagers and shinobi began to torture him, but before they killed him he saw how about 2 of them killed all of them and fell unconscious, so it appeared in his mental space. Naruto, where am I? Then he started walking, seeing that he was in some kind of sewer until he came to a kind of giant cage which had a seal in the center of it. Naruto, and this? Anyone there? Then he saw a shadow that was getting closer and closer until it became a fox of enormous size with 9 tails and orange fur and blood-red eyes. Naruto, and who are you? I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Kyuubi, I am the great Kyuubi, the demonic fox of the 9 tails. Naruto, why are you locked up? Kurama, because your damn father locked me inside you, and because of him everyone in this village hates you. Naruto, I see, it's nice to meet you. Kurama, how? Naruto, it's nice to meet you. Kurama, why? Naruto, I don't know, maybe because you're the first one who doesn't try to kill me. Kurama, go away, boy. At that the fox pulls him out of his mental space to see that he was in a room. Naruto, where am I? You are in the house of the leaders of the Uchiha clan. I am Itachi Uchiha, and this is Shisui Uchiha. Naruto, now I remember you saved me, but why did you help me? Itachi, because unlike the others, we do know that you are just Naruto, a normal child, but since I see that your wounds have healed, I will introduce you to my family. With that they left the room to see the Uchiha family. Itachi, this is my brother Sasuke, my younger brother, and his twin Suki. She is my other younger sister, although she is almost my age. Utami, he is my father Fugaku, and my mother Mikoto. Mikoto, hola Naruto. Naruto, hola. At that Mikoto hugs him saying kawaii. Shisui, hello Naruto, I present to you my Uchiha daughter Akino. At that time Suki, Sasuke and Akino were talking with Naruto, being the same age, until they stayed to eat. Naruto, sorry for being a bother. Mikoto, you're not a bother, in fact I wanted to tell you to stay the night. Naruto, really? Mikoto, yes. That's when Naruto stays to sleep there. Cap 2. After the entire village was hating Naruto, although one day he almost died but was saved by the Uchihas. Although he came to know the Kyuubi and learned the reason why he was hated by the entire village, so he fell asleep in the village house of the Uchihas. The next day Naruto woke up early to go down and see Mikoto, who greets him with a tender smile that Naruto answers with the same until moments later Itachi was having breakfast with Naruto. Itachi, hey Naruto, do you want me to train you? Naruto, are you serious? Itachi, yes. Naruto, yes, I want you to train me. Itachi, well, but don't tell anything to Suki, Sasuke, or Utami, okay? Naruto, oki. After breakfast, the two got up to just go out and go to a part of the forest where they saw Shursui, who was looking at the two of them with a smile just like the two of them, although Itachi not so much. Shursui, why did you bring Naruto? Itachi, I offered him training and he accepted. Shursui, then let's begin. At that point, Naruto's training would begin, which for him would be torture, sometimes leading him to think that they would kill him in training, although for the two Uchihas, Naruto was impressive since he learned quickly and without any problem, making them think that Naruto was at the level of a prodigy like Itachi or more than him, since without the Sharingan he could learn great jutsus, although the surprise was greater when he saw how Naruto had all the elements. At that time he also became Suki Uchiha's boyfriend, apart from understanding that his true family was never going to love him no matter how much he is of the same blood, although his greatest advance was being able to talk to the Kyuubi. Getting to know more about him to the point of knowing his history and that he never wanted to attack the village. Mikoto was like a second mother for Naruto since she always took great care of him, so he lived in the Uchiha house. One day at night he was called by Itachi and Shursui, so he was walking through the forest but heard the sound of a battle, so he approached, seeing that Umbu were attacking Itachi and Shursui, but before Danzo managed to take out Shursui's eye, Naruto cut him in the back. Danzo, what the hell? Naruto, don't touch my brother. At that he does a wind jutsu that hits Danzo squarely, pushing him away. Naruto, Itachi and I, let's go. At that the two took Shursui to leave the place with him to a waterfall. Shursui, I don't have much time left, so I'll give you a gift, Naruto, since it was your birthday recently. At that he gives his Sharingan to Naruto. Naruto, but Shursui, this is too much. Shursui, I want you to give my other eye to Akino when the time is right. Naruto, see. Shursui, one more thing, take care of the village, Naruto and my sister. Naruto, yes brother. After that Shursui ended up dead. Itachi, Naruto, I'm going to have to kill my clan, so don't hate me. Naruto, I won't hate you, Itachi, everything you do you always did with a justification. Itachi, okay, but I'll leave Akino, Suki, Sasuke and Itami alive. In that everything would happen like the original story, in that when the younger Uchihas see that Itachi was the murderer of their clan, they were about to go kill him, but Naruto stood in the way. Naruto, don't do it, Itachi is stronger than all of us combined, it would be better to run. Then the five of them run until they reach a safe place. After that the Umbus would arrive with the Hokage's family, who were outside the Uchiha clan with the survivors. Sasuke, hey Naruto. Naruto, see. Sasuke, we are no longer friends, I prefer someone stronger as my friend like Menma. Itami, I say the same. That caused a shock in Naruto. Suki, and we're not boyfriends either, my new boyfriend is Menma. Itami, we don't want to have a weak person in our house. That broke Naruto's heart, so he got up to leave while the Hokage's family smiled. Akino followed him. Akino, Naruto, wait, if you want, stay and live in my house. Naruto, no need, the third Hokage's old man offered me one, but take care, Akino. That's when he arrives at the third party's house, telling him everything, so the old man gave him a house to live in, and there would be no problem with the expenses of the house since he was in charge. Naruto went to sleep finding Kurama. Naruto, Kurama, I don't want to be weak anymore, so I want you to give me the hardest training you have. He said it while opening the cage. Kurama, Naruto, behind me. In that three beings appear. Cap 3. After Itachi and Shursui said goodbye to Naruto and he realized the true faces of the Uchihas, although Akino still loved him as he was, he asked Kurama for the hardest training he had, although three beings appeared before them. Which Kurama stood in front of Naruto in a protective manner. Naruto, who are they? I am Estarossa, to whom the commandment of love was given and son of the Demon King. I am Zeldris, the captain of the commandments, and who was granted the commandment of mercy and elder brother of Estarossa. I am Meliodas, the eldest son of the Demon King and the one who betrayed his race and former captain of the commandments. Kurama, and what do they want? Meliodas, Naruto is our reincarnation, so we will train him and turn him into a demon, giving him our powers to take revenge on this village. In that the three tell about their lives apart from the fact that if they gave their powers to Naruto he could use magic, so Naruto was about to accept such a thing, but he remembered Shusui's promise, and how they treated him because he was supposed to it was weak. Naruto, I will accept that you train me in my physique and all that while Kurama in the chakra, but I will not accept any power from you, since if I do that it will mean that I am weak, and the same goes for Kurama. I know that sooner or later Mito and Menma they will run out of power, but I won't accept it. Meliodas, well, as long as we train you everything will be fine for us. When the Uchiha's funeral arrived, the survivors were at the scene, but Akino noticed Naruto from afar, so she followed him into the forest until she saw him hitting a tree, causing him to hurt himself while calling himself weak. Akino, Naruto, stop, you're not weak. Naruto, Akino, I was there when Shursui died, Itachi, and I saw him, but before he died he told me to give you a gift, but I will only give that gift to you when you are ready. That was one of his last requests. That impressed her. Akino, okay. That's how the years passed in which Naruto learned the jutsus that Kurama taught him as well as history while the three demons trained him. Even sometimes they had to torture him for not doing a training well, but he never accepted power from any of the four. At that time he entered the Shinobi Academy being as cold as Meliodas from 300 years ago. At that time he got along well with Akino, Suki's best friend, although she still continued with Naruto, although she did not know of his true power since he allowed himself to be defeated in every fight until the genin exams arrived. Menma, hey stupid, you know you won't pass this exam. Naruto just ignored him. Menma, how do you feel after losing your two dogs? He said it referring to Suki and Itami, but he just ignored it completely to sit in his place in the back. When Iruka handed out the exams, Naruto only took 5 minutes to finish it before Shikamaru to give it to Iruka. Iruka, this exam is perfect until I beat Itachi's time. Naruto, you can wait outside. When he came out, all the parents saw him so that he was just lying on a tree. Itami, hey weak, what are you doing here? Naruto just ignored her completely without paying the slightest bit of attention to her or anyone else until the others came out. Iruka, the exam will be in parts: the first throwing of kunai and shuriken, the next jutsus and invocation, while the last one is a fight in a tournament that will be separated by girls against girls and men against men. Everyone passed until it was Naruto's turn, so he just threw a kunai and a shuriken, making them collide with each other, breaking all the targets there were. In the next part everyone did the academy jutsus, although those from the clans did their own jutsus, although everyone praised the Uchihas and Uzumakis, but when it was Naruto's turn he did the academy jutsus, although the transformation jutsu used the image of Estarossa, making more than one girl blush, but when he touched one of his he stood up in front of some trees. Naruto, great annihilation. At that, a huge amount of fire came out of Naruto's mouth, burning all the trees, making it look like Madara Uchihas. Iruka, let's move on to the summons. Menma summoned a huge toad, Mito a slug, Suki and Sasuke some crows, but when Naruto arrived he summoned a 7-tailed fox which was very intimidating with a black fur color and red eyes that reflected hell. Zor, what do you want Naruto-sama to kill them? Naruto, it wasn't just so they could see your greatness. Iruka, let's move on to the fighting. Cap 4. After Naruto met the demons as well as being trained by them, only that they did not give him their power, he gladly accepted. The years also passed in which Naruto posed as the worst in the class, but in the genin exam he was demonstrating something else, and the fighting part came, for the girls. Mito became the winner because of what they were in for the boys. Iruka, first fight of the Kiba boys against Naruto. Kiba, we got the easy Akamaru. Naruto, I'm just letting you know that I have little patience. Kiba, after finishing you I'll stay with Akino's bitch. When they started the fight Kiba went against Naruto, but he hit him with a blow that lifted him into the air to grab him by the leg and begin to hit him against the ground again and again until he stopped. Naruto, 1. I told you that I have little patience, and 2. Don't you dare do anything to Akino since I promised her brother that I would protect her. That's when he hits him and sends him off the platform, although everyone was impressed because Naruto massacred Kiba. After that, the fight continued normally until Naruto and Sasuke fought, so the two of them went up to the platform with nothing more than the Uchiha arrogance and boring Naruto. Sasuke, What's wrong, are you afraid? Naruto, boring indeed. Sasuke aburrido? Naruto, yes, because I'm going to fight one of the weakest Uchihas. Sasuke got angry at this, so he went against Naruto with a combat pose, but he dodged each attack without any problem until he hit him in the stomach, followed by 2 kicks to the face to give him a blow that lifted him into the air. To take its face and smash it into the ground, keeping it there as if it were trash. Naruto, I'll tell you your mistakes. The first was attacking me with that taijutsu because it only works when you have the Sharingan like your sisters or Akino-chan. The second was going against someone stronger than you, and the third is that you are trash to say the least. Itachi gave me more of a fight than your trash. At that, he drags his face to get him off the platform, making Sasuke's sisters angry. Suki, why did you do it? Naruto, it's not obvious, you said it yourselves, trash never has to face someone stronger, apart from the fact that you also humiliate others, but hey, at least Itachi did give me more of a fight and continues to do so. Atami, wait until you see our brother. Naruto stayed still. Naruto, maybe so, maybe not, we will never know. At that, he continues walking with his cold gaze as if he did nothing. The last fight was beginning between Menma and Naruto, who climbed onto the platform, Menma with enormous arrogance and Naruto with great coldness. Menma, tell me, do you think I'm weak? Naruto, you don't need to think to know that you are weak, it shows. An angry Menma tries to go against Naruto, who dodged him without problems because he noticed several weak points, so he kicked him followed by a hook through the ribs to advance with a blow to the mouth of his belly. Menma, damn, when I become Hokage I will order you and that Uchiha traitor Itachi to be killed. Hearing that, Naruto went against Menma, beginning to massacre him with blows without mercy, but he was pushed away with a current of chakra, the Kyuubi's. Menma, do you still think I'm weak? Naruto, I'll tell you something, how you use the power of others for yourself and you don't use your own power, that says you're weak because you don't do it on your own. At least Mito does struggle without the 9 tails chakra. At that, Menma goes against Naruto, hitting him a few times, so Naruto thought of a quick solution to this, so he threw a smoke bomb on the floor. Naruto, forgive me Shursui for using this against that trash. At that, his right eye shows a Sharingan to begin hitting Menma with a kick in the face followed by 10 blows to the mouth of his belly, taking the air out of him for seconds, which he takes advantage of to take his face and smash him against the floor, when Menma got up and was looking for Naruto, but he grabbed him from behind. When the smoke cleared they saw Naruto without the Sharingan, while he had Menma who was slowly losing Kurama's tails until he returned to normal and fell unconscious to the floor. Naruto, like the rest you are just trash in front of me. At that point he takes his band to leave the place. Cap 5. After the exams that occurred with the fights in which Naruto swept the floor with his rivals without any problem, a few days passed in which Naruto was visited by Hiruzen, Akino or Kakashi since he did not see Naruto as a demon. Currently they were in the living room to see who would be on their team. Although everyone looked at Naruto until Iruka came in with some papers, the teams would be the same. Iruka, Teams 7 and 11 will work together, and will have 3 sensei. From 7 their sensei Kakashi Hatake and Itami Uchiha made up of Naruto, Akino Uchiha, Sakura Haruno and Sasuke Uchiha, while the 11 sensei Kushina Uzumaki made up of Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, Mito Uzumaki Namikaze and Suki Uchiha. A while passed in which there was no one but Teams 7 and 11. Suki, hey Naruto, you always lost every fight but out of nowhere you defeated everyone and the strongest. Naruto, that's because I always let myself win, I showed signs of that and the only one who noticed it was Iruka. Myth, because out of nowhere you demonstrate your strength. Naruto, that was not my true strength. If I show true strength they would only be in the hospital. Suki, you said you keep seeing Itachi so I want to know about him. Naruto, hey, you're running out of my patience, and you wouldn't want my patience to run out. At that moment the sensei came in, and told him to see them on the terrace, but before anyone did anything they noticed that Naruto was no longer there. When they arrived they saw the sensei and Naruto, going through the original story of the story. Introduction of Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke. Kushina, I am Kushina Uzumaki, my likes are my family and ramen, my dislikes are perverts and rapists, and my dream is to see a certain demon dead. Itami, I am Itami Uchiha. My likes, I will not tell you my dislikes, just as my dream is to avenge my clan. Suki, I am Suki Uchiha. My likes are tomatoes and becoming stronger. My dislikes are those who do not know their place as a demon, and my dream is to kill someone. Mito, I am Mito Uzumaki Namikaze. My likes are my family, ramen and more. My dislikes are how long it takes for ramen to heat up, while my dreams are to be Hokage. Menma, I am Menma Uzumaki Namikaze. My likes are many. My dislikes are the loser of Naruto, and my dreams are almost there. I am the shinobi god, and I will be Hokage to kill Naruto. Akino, I am Akino Uchiha. My likes and dislikes along with my dreams do not matter to anyone. Naruto, I am Naruto Demon. My likes are to train and become stronger along with the death of my enemies. My dislikes are certain beings, and my dreams are to bring my Itachi back to the village along with seeing Shursui again at least a few seconds, and 2 is to kill a king and end my curse. That last one left everyone in doubt, but they said the original story. When the surviving Uchihas were walking down the street, they saw Naruto buying some apples, and they saw him next to Kakashi, who was talking, so they started to listen. Kakashi, Naruto, don't you think it's impossible? Naruto, I don't care if their brothers want them dead. If they knew the truth about why Itachi killed their clan and how Shursui died, they would have different views on the village and on them. Kakashi, and you're not going to tell him? Naruto, I didn't promise Itachi and Shursui that I wouldn't say anything. Itachi himself will tell the 4 of them at the right time. Kakashi, and are you going to follow through with that promise? Naruto, you already know what was the promise I made to Shursui before he died for his sister, and I will never break it even if it costs me my life. At that, Naruto found out about the apple stand, as did Kakashi, leaving the Uchihas with many doubts as to what the secret was that Naruto kept about Shursui and Itachi. Cap 6. After the presentations of the teams, together with the Uchihas, they listened to what Naruto and Kakashi were talking about, leaving them with doubts that consumed them inside about Itachi and Shursui, why they killed their clan, although one of how their brother really died, so they wanted to get the answers out of Naruto. The next day they were at Training Ground 7, although everyone saw how Naruto was eating an apple. Menma, hey, we didn't have to have breakfast. Naruto, they gave us advice, it wasn't an idiotic order. Hey Akino, eat a little. I spent a while on that. Akino, when Naruto. Naruto, see. Akino, I want to ask you a question about Shur. He didn't continue because his senseis arrived just in time so they would say the original story about the test, so everyone hid. Naruto, oi Akino. Akino, what's wrong? Naruto, the test is about teamwork, so we will have to work as a team, he says to Sakura, and they set up a trap. At that, Akino would go to where Sakura was so that the 2 of them could set up a trap to pass the test, while with the senseis they had to jump for a kunai that had an explosive stop above it. Clones of Naruto appeared, which gave them a blow to start a battle between the senseis and the clones, which kept appearing while it was already a bit difficult for them to maintain, so Kakashi set out to search for the original Naruto, finding him. Naruto, you took a little while, don't you think? Kakashi, don't you think that you're alone is something silly? Naruto, and who said he was alone? In that he dodges a fireball, but before landing he receives a kick from Naruto, who begins to have a taijutsu fight against Kakashi, being evenly matched to his surprise, but when he manages to hit him he explodes into smoke, demonstrating a clone. But before he does anything, Naruto, Great Storm. Akino, Fireball. At that point, the firestorm hits Kakashi, who is thrown into some rocks covered in leaves, so when he crashes, it ends up being a hole, which sends him into some threads that trap him. Kakashi, you guys made a very good trap. Naruto, the idea of the trap was Sakura, the one who helped her was Akino, and the plan to make you fall was mine. At that point they free him to go to where the other part of the team was, showing that they lost, and they told them what the test was about. After a while of complaints, the 2 teams did missions together, although the worst thing for them was the one with the cat that they always ended up with. Bad, but Naruto for some reason was unharmed. Now Naruto was with Kakashi in his house. Naruto, how smart Kakashi and Itami are to help the Uchihas train while Kushina helps her children, and they put me because they think that if I try something you will stop me. Kakashi, yes. Naruto, well, I think we'd better gear up for that wave mission. Cap 7. After the test they were given and they did missions for a while until Minma asked for one, which was to take a builder to the country of waves, so they got ready to stay at the entrance of the village waiting for the entire team until they all arrived, so they began their walk. They walked for a while until they saw some puddles of water, so Naruto looked at Kakashi, and he looked the same as if he understood. Naruto clothes. When they passed through the puddles of water, 2 people came out killing the sensei, or at least that's what most people believed. Man, look, children, hand us over to the builder and everything is over. Naruto, we won't, but before starting a fight I want to know if they are strong. Man, yes. Naruto, in that case I will fight against you. At that Naruto goes against the 2 who tried to hit him with their chains, but Naruto jumps, avoiding the jumping enzymes of one of the men to grab his head with his hands and turn around, breaking his neck, causing him to fall to the floor. Man, brother. Naruto, tell me who sent them. Damn, man. At that, he tries to go against Naruto, trying to hit him with his claws, but he dodges them. Naruto, at the end of the day they are weak. He said it while making a movement with his hand that passed through the man's neck, so that when he passed in front of Naruto, a lot of blood came out of his neck, so he fell dead on the floor. That left a shock to the boys who looked at him in amazement at how he killed them in cold blood and showed a small smile. Naruto, look, you better talk or say goodbye to your life. Tsuna tells them everything about the original story while the senseis appeared, explaining why they are not dead. Naruto, well, come on, wait, I'll finish this mission with or without you. He said it while walking, so the others decided to continue the mission. At one point they all fell to the floor, seeing that it was Zabuza, the former swordsman of the mist. Zabuza would end up trapping the senseis in one way or another, but out of nowhere he would receive a kick that caused him to release them as he looked at Naruto. Naruto, Kakashi, you and the others are tired, so grab Tsuna and take him to a safe place. Zabuza, now I'll fight a boy. Naruto, it will be an honor to die for the demon hidden in the fog. He said it as a sword appeared from his chest and he got into a combat pose. Naruto, sacred treasure, hellish sword. In that, Naruto goes against Zabuza, clashing swords to start a sword duel in which Naruto took some advantage to start with a cut on Zabuza's leg followed by a blow from his elbow, but the man composed himself to make a cut on his Naruto's arm to give him a kick that lifted him into the air, followed by a water jutsu that slammed him against a tree. And he watched as Zabuza was about to plunge his sword into Naruto's chest. Naruto mind, well, if this is my end I will accept it. Just then Zabuza is injured by a fireball. Naruto, Akino? I said, get out of here. Akino, if I did that you would be dead and I won't let that happen. He stood next to Naruto, so the 2 were in a ready battle pose, but they saw how some needles stabbed into Zabuza, happening in the original story, so they took Kakashi to heal him along with the other senseis. Cap 8. After taking the mission of the waves, in which they found out that it was a higher rank than they had to be in, but that did not matter to Naruto. When they arrived at the village of the waves they saw the poverty that was in the place, and that it brought great annoyance to Naruto. When they arrived at the house they let the senseis rest. Akino, hey Naruto, what was the promise you made to my brother, and how did he die? Naruto, at the moment I can't tell you that. Akino, I have the right to know. Naruto, and I tell you that you are not ready for the truth, when it is time to tell it, but not now. Akino, if this is how we are, I don't want you to talk to me for the rest of the mission. Naruto, okay. In that case, the original story would happen until the part of Inari who would say the same thing, annoying Naruto, so he got up from the table with his hair covering his eyes. Naruto, hey kid, at least you have a home, a family that loves you, while I don't have any of that. In my village everyone hates me, there isn't a single person who doesn't want to see me dead, more than once. I was on the verge of death, apart from the fact that I saw how the one I considered my older brother died in front of my eyes. They hate me where I come from, but at least you have someone who loves you and wants the love of a family, but I have never felt that, and I don't think I can. With that he walks to the door. Itami, Naruto, where are you going? You cannot go. Naruto, I'm going to remove some anger that I have saved with some trees. That's when he leaves the house. Tsunami, is that true? Kakashi, unfortunately, if it is true, the boy never knew what love was in the time he felt it. They stabbed him in the back saying that he is weak, so today he is obsessed with being stronger and devastated by hatred. The only reason he is in the village is because of a promise to protect it. Tsunami, poor boy. Itami, I'm going for Naruto. Kakashi, no, he's coming, but tomorrow he's venting all his hatred. You can see Naruto destroying everything in his path without any control in his strength until the next day when he returned home, and when everyone saw him they saw him dirty and more than one wound or two. Akino, Naruto, what happened to you? Just passing by. Kakashi again. Naruto, Kakashi-sensei. That's what he's going to bathe in. Suki, what's wrong with you now? Kakashi, it's like he's losing his emotions. If he continues like this, sooner or later he'll be like a weapon, just that. When they were practicing tree walking they saw Naruto passing by. Itami, Naruto, do you want to come train? Naruto, no Itami-sensei, I already know that, so I will train something else. Kakashi, this time I don't want you to break your bones again. Kushina, break bones. Kakashi, Naruto has been breaking his bones lately in his training, and so far he doesn't show that pain to others. That made some people feel bad, Itami and Suki, because they thought that because of them he destroyed himself. Mito felt bad for her brother, and Akino believed that because of her fight earlier with the step that it was because of a whim of hers that she didn't. I wanted to wait. Those who wanted so much for the next part Naruto will have the power of demons apart from Kushina will learn from her biggest mistake of leaving Naruto. Cap 9. After a while in which everyone trained in tree climbing, they were taking care of Tsuna in the construction of the bridge, but Naruto was not there because he fell asleep. A while passed when they saw 3 people approaching with a fog. In the Tsuna's house 3 men wanted to take Tsunami while her son defended her. Man 1, come on, we'll have some fun. At that moment there was someone behind him without them realizing it while he clenched one of his fists. Naruto, I hate rapists. When the 3 turned around, Naruto stepped forward of the one in the middle, who lost his head, followed by grabbing the other's face and crashing it against the floor, causing his head to break due to the force of the blow, and the last one trying to flee. He grabbed him by the neck while he pierced his chest with his sword. When he finished with them he went to the bridge where they were in some trouble. He saw Itami and Kakashi fighting against Zabuza, Suki and Menma in an ice dome and the others protecting Tsuna, but he saw that a boy with a sword that had lightning was about to cut Akino. When the boy moved his sword, Naruto stood in front of Akino receiving the cut from his chest to his stomach. For some reason Kushina felt like she wanted to go help Naruto. Naruto, Aoi, a shinobi who has the sword of the second Hokage, the sword of the Thunder God. At that he takes out his sword. Akino, Naruto. Naruto, go and protect the builder, I'll take care of it. At that Naruto goes against Aoi, starting a sword duel between the two where Aoi had the advantage due to Naruto's injury. The others were looking but heard some voices that caused them to look at them in a guard pose. Estarossa, too bad the boy doesn't accept our power. Kushina, who are you? Zeldris, don't worry, we can't do anything to them, we are like a kind of spirits that can come out of Naruto. Akino, what did you mean about his powers? Meliodas, we train Naruto, although for the training to be complete we have to give him our memories and abilities, or in other words our powers, so that he is stronger apart from being a demon. Estarossa, but he doesn't accept our power at all, not even the healing power that 9-tailed fox has. Kushina, so Naruto is not the Kyuubi. Meliodas, no. Zeldris, I never accept being a demon because of a stupid promise to that Shursui guy to protect the village and his sister. We want to give him our powers so he can take revenge on the village. In the fight you could see Naruto, who already had many wounds, bleeding profusely, but in one movement of his sword he destroyed Aoi's sword. Aoi, impossible, this sword is supposed to be indestructible. Naruto, maybe for normal weapons but not those from hell. At that he gives a cut that killed Aoi to fall to his knees while holding on to the sword and a hand on his wounds. Kushina, Naruto, let me heal you. Naruto, don't touch me, I'll get out of this on my own. Meliodas, and when? Naruto, I will not accept his power. I will not be a demon. At that point he fell to the dome where he entered, just receiving Haku's needles protecting Suki. Suki, Naruto, what are you doing? You are injured. Naruto, I don't mind, I'll show that I'm strong. At that point you notice how he extends his two hands which join his palms. Menma, what are you going to try to do? Not even me using a glue can break them. Naruto, mind, let's see if I can make a mini sun. Then he slowly opens his palms while showing a small sun. Naruto, list O cruel sun. Then he throws the small sun that destroys Haku's mirrors, causing him to fall to the floor, and Naruto falls due to the wounds and the waste of chakra from making a small sun like that. Haku sees how they were about to kill his master, for which everything happens like the original story, being Haku's sacrifice, and Mito's scolding Zabuza for how he treated Haku, but they notice the small cat army. Zabuza, hey girl, put that kunai in my mouth. Naruto, that damn bastard made me angry because of how he has this village. I'll kill some of his men as a little help. Itami, pero Naruto tus. In that, the two of them go against the mini army that Naruto advances, starting to make a massacre with the cat men, leaving the way free for Zabuza so that he could kill the cat. Once they killed him, Zabuza fell to the floor dead, and Naruto, he was happy with this, so he also fell to the floor. When everyone went to where Naruto was, they saw him in a pool of his own blood, still alive. Meliodas, now yes? Naruto, bucket, I won't be a demon. I'm fine as long as I know that at least I was able to keep my promise until now. Akino, Naruto, please don't leave me, please. Naruto, I'm sorry, but it won't be possible. Zeldris, in exchange for accepting our power. Akino, Naruto, promise me that you will always be with me no matter if you have to be a real demon for that. Naruto, okay. Then he closes his eyes. The three demons smile and enter Naruto's body, while everyone sees how a mass of dark matter is generated beneath Naruto, so that parts of that mass pass through his wounds, healing him, which is why they took him to the hospital, to Suna's house, so that he can rest after seeing that his wounds have already healed. Captain. After they have finished off Gato's men and the same small businessman, apart from Naruto almost dying because of his sacrifice for Akino in order not to let them do any harm to him. So now you could see a Naruto in bed being with the same hair as Meliodas, with the only difference that it was now raven and his physique increased. Being better than before, to wake up little by little, to open his eyes and sit on the bed. Naruto, where am I? At that point he is pulled by a jet for a hug from him, showing great concern. Akino, Naruto, baka baka, don't do that to me again. Naruto, it was only a few moments. Akino, those were days when you were asleep. Naruto, one more day, one day less, the point is that I'm awake. At that Akino plants a kiss on him that surprised Naruto. Akino, that's so you don't do it again. Naruto, don't worry, now I'm better than before, plus I'm stronger. That's when they leave while Naruto had new clothes. When everyone saw Naruto, they were surprised by his change, so they approached him. Kakashi, what happened? Naruto, now I'm a true demon. Kakashi, and you are stronger? Naruto, obviously yes. When they left the village, they named the bridge Naruto. They were walking, but when Itami and Suki looked back, they saw a smiling Naruto holding hands with an Akino who was also smiling. When they arrived at the village, almost everyone separated, except Naruto and Akino, who were walking together. Akino, why are they following us? Itami, well, we wanted to know if Naruto wanted to come eat something at our house. Suki, and by the way, you're coming too. Before Naruto says anything, Akino answered for him by saying yes, so a while later Naruto walked with Akino to the Uchiha house. Naruto, I don't understand why you make me come. Akino, I just want to try something. When they arrived, an Itami with provocative clothes opened the door, but for the raven it didn't seem like anything. So they entered, and when they ate, almost everything was tomato except for a few plates of ramen. But something that made Naruto uncomfortable was that Itami sat on his lap while feeding him from his mouth. Naruto, what are you doing? Itami, it's just feeding you. Akino, Naruto, I don't care if she eats you. I don't care if to have you I have to share you. Suki, then you don't mind if I do this. He gives Naruto a kiss. Akino, no, as long as Naruto doesn't mind. That took a while until they left the place. After a few days they had been told about the chunin exams in which they all accepted, going like the original story with the meeting with those from the arena in which it would be different. Temari, Kankuro already leaves the child. Kankuro, just evening a moment. At that point something grabs Kankuro's arm that made him kneel before Naruto. Kankuro, who are you? Naruto, I'm the one you would never want to mess with in your life. I'm Naruto Demon. At that he releases Kankuro. Temari, well, if you have a daddy in this place, just by looking at his body you can tell. That's when Gaara tries to threaten Naruto with his killer instinct. Naruto uses his, making Gaara take a few steps back, surprising his brothers. After that, when they entered the tower, they walked until they were in a room where they stayed. For a while until they were approached by Kabuto, who would say the same thing about the original story, but they would ask for information about Naruto. Kabuto, Naruto Demon, is an expert in taijutsu as well as genjutsu and ninjutsu, being someone very dangerous apart from possessing an enormous amount of strength apart from having the 5 elements, and an energy that no one knows about. In one of his missions he killed cold blood to the demon brothers apart from fighting against Zabuza at the same level when with the sword, the same with his henchman Haku having a wound produced by Ado, someone who had the sword of the second Hokage, apart from killing a small army of thugs. The missions would be like the one in the original story. When everyone heard that, a large part of the room left because knowing that there was such a monster among them they would not dare to face it. Naruto, I don't know what the surprise is, well. At that point he stops talking and looks around with a very serious face. Akino, something's wrong? Naruto, not only did I think I felt something strange in the place, while in a part of the same room. Apparently he almost discovered us. He is just a demon and is learning to use his power. I did not expect. In that, the first part of the exam would be like the original story. Cap 11. After returning to the village with the demon Naruto, apart from starting the chunin exams, although Naruto felt 6 presences which did not leave him alone since he felt that these presences used magic and not chakra like him, he was too worried about the matter in case it was becoming something bad since those presences were as strong as him or more. They moved on to the second part of the exam in which Team 7 separated from 11. Once it started they were jumping through the trees. Sakura, what's the plan? Naruto, find a team that has the other scroll and ask them nicely. Sakura, and if you don't want to give it? Naruto, we will kill all of them. In that they see a team that they are going to watch for. Naruto, hello, I'm Naruto Demon, can you give me your scroll? Boy, we'll give it to you if you give us that black girl to be our hex toy. At that point Naruto was between the 3 of them, surprising them and making them put on their guard. Naruto, I think we don't have a deal. At that point he grabs one by the head to throw him against the other, but before the 2 do anything Naruto hit them, making them fall to the floor unconscious, but before the 3rd could do anything he received a blow from Naruto which made him fall to the floor. Naruto, good thing you have the scroll we need. At that point they were jumping, but a huge snake swallows Naruto, but before it leaves it is cut from the inside by Naruto. Sasuke, these animals are in the forest of death. Naruto, no, this is a summon and I only know 2, one is Anko and the other is your Orochimaru. Orochimaru, just as they said about you, Naruto, you are incredible. Naruto, you guys run, I'll take care of him. At that everyone leaves but Akino looks at Naruto with concern. Orochimaru, or Naruto, it is said that you are the strongest in this place, apart from possessing enormous power along with abilities that are not known. He is silenced by a kick from Naruto that sends him to the ground. Naruto, shut up and fight. At that Orochimaru gets up to start a fight against Naruto, having a very even taijutsu combat until Orochimaru managed to hit him away, followed by a kick, but Naruto was not far behind, kicking him in the stomach but before Orochimaru do something, he received a cut on his chest from Naruto's sword so that he continued with his cuts. causing Orochimaru to have to change bodies to take out his sword and began to have a sword fight against Naruto in which they were evenly matched, but Orochimaru managed doing a sweep causing Naruto to fall, followed by a kick from Orochimaru, leaving him on his back, and Orochimaru was about to cut him in two, but his sword was taken by Naruto's fingers as something dark came out of his body. Orochimaru, what is this? Is it the power that Naruto has? Naruto, you know something when your look changes from one of satisfaction to one of despair is a real pleasure for me. This causes Orochimaru to end up with his head down and his feet up, followed by a blow from Naruto, causing him to fly away, but before he can do anything, he receives a kick from Naruto, followed by a sledgehammer blow, causing him to fall to the ground. But before Naruto hits the ground with a blow that makes him spit out blood, followed by flying away. Naruto, damn, I missed the blow. That's when he goes to where his team is but notices a huge bear that was about to kill a red-haired girl, but the bear is cut in two by a Naruto who was barely looking at the girl. Naruto, who are you? I'm Karen Uzumaki. My team left me. Naruto makes a clone. Naruto, I am Naruto Demon. This clone will take you to a place so that you will be safe and take the things you need. At that point the clone takes Karen from the place. Naruto takes his way again, but when he arrives he sees his team surrounded by those of sound. Cap 12. After Naruto's fight against Orochimaru ending in a very far throw of the sand, and apart from the fact that the boy saved a red-haired girl and it turned out to be an Uzumaki, putting her to safety, when he arrived with his team he saw that they were surrounded by those of sound. Before the fight began, Naruto appeared in the middle of everyone. Naruto, apparently they need help. Boy, hey, who are you? Naruto, I'm the one who broke your boss's ass, so you better get ready since next is your grape. Sound girl, how delicious. With someone like him, why not? In that, Naruto goes against those of the sound, appearing in front of the mummy boy to hit him, that sent him flying, but when the other boy was about to attack him, Naruto in a quick movement appeared behind him to hit him. Between the two boys they go against Naruto, who was waiting for them as if nothing had happened to start their fight, starting to hit the two of them, although they were surprised that Naruto was not affected by their sound attacks. Naruto, hey, don't be distracted. In a movement of his sword, he cut one of the two in half, so he was going to continue with the other, whom he grabbed by the face to crash into the floor, followed by being lifted up to receive a combo of blows that left him dead. Bad, so he ended up lying on the floor, but before he got up he lost his head from Naruto's sword. Naruto, and what about you? Girl, I'm Kintsuchi, please don't kill me. In return, I'll tell you everything you need to know. In that moment, Naruto is in front of her, staring at her. Naruto, I'll leave you somewhere so you'll be okay, but are you excited? Kin, it's your look, just that turns me on, but you only achieve that. At that, Naruto makes a clone which takes the girl from the place, but before they continue Naruto felt something. Naruto, you guys go to the tower, I have to see something. At that, Naruto separates from his group to end up in a place which was burned. Naruto, this place is burned, but from what it seems the fire was not due to chakra, apart from the fact that the place still feels hot as if someone could do it without moving. Apart from that, it seems that parts of the place are not burned, as if by craziest a huge plant came out of the ground and destroyed the team. This is strange, but I have to know who these powers belong to. With that, he leaves the place without noticing that they were watching him until he arrived with his team. The days passed and the other teams finally arrived to begin the next part of the exam. Cap 13. After Naruto had taken one more girl to his house with his clones, apart from seeing a place, thinking what happened and what was happening with those presences, he was thoughtful, although now the fights were taking place to eliminate some people from the exam for to be able to go to the finals, so they went to the first fight. Naruto Demon against Bania. At that, Naruto and a blue and gray-haired girl came down to look at each other, although Naruto noticed something in her. Naruto, you are one of those presences, who are you? What a bad captain for not recognizing me as Bania, representing the Fox of Greed, while showing his tattoo of a fox. Between the clothes and everything, it left the men stunned, but Naruto had a smile. Naruto, at least this exam won't be so boring. At that, Bania disappeared to start raining blows on Naruto, making him fall back, but he was not left behind as he hit Bania to start a fight between the two in what only the senseis could see. The fight. Menma, what's wrong? Why don't I see anything? Kushina, apparently that girl fights at the same level as Naruto. That shows how the two were in the middle, but something that everyone noticed was that while Naruto had some scratches, Bania was healing his wounds. Kushina, I don't feel like I'm using chakra. At that, the two fight again, making the place have one more crack than another until everyone noticed how Naruto was getting slower, apart from the fact that his blows did not affect as much since it was noticeable that Bania did not have the same damage as before. But before Naruto could do anything, he received a blow from Bania which left him against the wall. Sasuke, what's wrong? Bania, Fox Farm, I imagine you remember, Captain. This allows me to steal my opponent's strength during combat. In that he stands in front of Naruto. Bania, Captain, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to steal your heart. At that point, he licks a part of Naruto with his tongue, but at one moment a cloud of dust is generated through which a Bania with holes emerges from its body which regenerates to fall exhausted to the floor. Aight, the winner is Naruto. At that, Naruto takes Bania in his arms to take her to his team. Naruto, yes, it was a good fight. Bania, yes, and I expected no less from my captain. Suki, I think you two are very close. Suddenly everyone looked at the screen to see the next fight, Diane against Sound Ninja. All the men looked the same when they saw Diane as when they saw Bania. When the Sound Shinobi tried to do something against Diane, she only took out a hammer with which she hit the shinobi who was very injured by that simple blow, but before he did anything else, Diane moved with her hammer a stone pillar. He hit the shinobi squarely, knocking him out. After that he approached Naruto. Hate, next fight Merlin against Kiba. That's when the two of them go down, although Kiba had a perverted face. Kiba, you better give up, darling, and be my bitch. Merlin, you'll make a good lab rat. At that, Kiba got angry at her comment, so he wanted to attack Merlin, but when he was about to reach her she disappeared, and when he looked around until he noticed that she was behind him, but he was locked in a cube. Kiba, ha ha ha, this is nothing before me, fawn upon tusk. So when he makes the attack he ends up bouncing all over the perfect cube, but when Merlin took it out he attacked it. Merlin, Exterminator Ray. At that point, lightning strikes Kiba, causing him to fall to the floor unconscious. Hate, winner Merlin next fights Shino against Kinga. Then they go down, although they were surprised to see that the girl was floating in the air, but when Shino sent his insects against the girl she only made her pillow transform. Kinga, first form Chastifer. Then the spear goes against the insects, eliminating them all and leaving its blade in Shino's neck, leaving him surprised. Hate, Kinga winner, next fight Shikamaru against Gothar. Imagine Gowda as a woman. The two went down so that Shikamaru attacked with some kunai that were dodged by Gothar, who seemed unaware that he had dodged them. Shikamaru, this fight is over. At that point she noticed Shikamaru's shadow on her, but to everyone's surprise she could still move to make two arcs appear that were like lightning bolts to aim at Shikamaru and shoot him, hitting the target, making him cancel his jutsu, followed by saying who gives up and falls to the floor in a faint. Surprising everyone because of how those girls could beat all the shinobi in a very easy way. Hate, Gothar winner, next fight between Sasuke against Triana. At that point they came down to stare at each other. Sakura, that girl already lost. Itami, out of shame, he doesn't have a chance against Sasuke. Suki, no matter how much we think, we already know who is going to win. Naruto, serious. Sasuke is not going to win with all the luck in the world. Suki, what do you mean? Naruto, when I separated from you in the forest of death it was because I felt a great power. I was in the trees until I found a part of the forest completely burned, but it had nothing to do with the jutsu, and to make matters worse the environment felt hot. That girl has the same power that I felt apart from the fact that the atmosphere is getting hot now. Bania, I'm sorry to tell you that Triana is the strongest among us. She is someone who knows no limits. Sasuke, hey beautiful, what do you think if you serve me as the next lover to reborn the Uchiha clan? Triana, I'm sorry for you, but I would never be with an insect like you. I prefer the other boy in your group. He would give me some fight, not like you, a poor weakling who thinks he is strong. Sasuke, damn, I'll teach you to respect me if you don't die first, great fireball. At that, the large fireball creates a large cloud of dust, but before anything happens, Naruto is heard along with Kakashi and Guy. Everyone was in doubt as to why they said that, apart from where they took the clothes and guitars, but when the cloud of dust left, Triana could be seen without a scratch. Triana, a very useless attack, but I will show you what a real attack is. At that he raises his axe while Sasuke sees for a moment that the girl was much bigger than before with a sun behind her, so he falls unconscious and Triana stops her attack pose. Triana, too bad, when I was going to show him some of my power. At that point, it was said who would go to the next fight, so the 6 girls approached Naruto, who was being harassed by his team and his family. Cap 14. After the fights that all of them had, apart from the appearance of 6 girls who demonstrated to have great power, leaving everyone impressed by that. Right now Naruto tried to leave to train, but the Hokage's family got in his way apart from the teams, who did not leave him alone, but then those girls approached. Merlin, Naruto, right? Naruto, if you need anything. Merlin, well, we're only here for our captain. Minato, your captain? Merlin, our captain is someone very strong. Menma, obviously me, and my first order will be for you to be in my bed. Naruto, they talk about my idiot. I am Naruto, the dragon of wrath and captain of the deadly sins. Dian, I am Dian, the snake of envy. Merlin, I am Merlin, the boar of gluttony. Bania, I am Bania from the fox of greed. Gothar, I am Gothar, the goat of lust. Kinga, I'm Kinga, the lazy bear. Triana, I'm Lady Triana to you, except Naruto, the lioness of pride. In that, everyone shows their tattoos to everyone who watched and listened attentively. Minato, and why sins? Naruto, because we all committed sins which symbolize us. Merlin, I'm going to need your help to get used to my new demonic power. Merlin, with pleasure. Naruto, by the way, can Akino-chan come to train? Merlin, okay, Captain. At that point they disappear to appear in a field. Akino, what are we going to do? Merlin, I'm going to lock Naruto and Triana in a perfect cube to train, since she is the only one who can train him to get used to his demonic power. At that point they were locked up so that Naruto could activate his demonic mark to go against Triana, who only took out her axe to give Naruto a cut, which he had to block to start a fight which Akino was watching. Bania, hey, what are you doing standing there? You're also going to train. At that begins the month-long training in which Naruto learned how to use his demonic power, although during the night he trained with the 3 demons, learning how to use the Berserker mode, the demonic mark in its second phase apart. In assault mode, one day he would be visited by those from the sand. Naruto, if you need anything? Temari, it's about our sister. Naruto, do you have another sister? Temari, no. At that moment, Gaara begins to drop the sand to reveal a red-haired girl. Naruto, well, what's wrong with her? Kankuro, she can't sleep at night because according to her a voice bothers her all the time, giving her nightmares, and since she has a seal we think you can help. Naruto, well, lie down and I'll do the rest. At that, the red-haired girl lay down so that Naruto could touch her head and begin passing a dark matter through the red-haired girl's body until he left, revealing the red-haired girl without any change. Naruto, she is a Jinchuriki, and from the first cue what happened was that her seal was poorly made, and that is why she heard the voices that were from the beast inside her, but if you can today try to sleep with something nice. At that the girl hugs Naruto. Naruto, by the way, who are you? Girl, I'm Nami. Naruto, it's a pleasure to meet you as you truly are now. At that, those from the arena thanked him for leaving his house, leaving it alone, but it was not enough since a certain blue-haired girl with a gray hue jumped from Naruto to get behind him. Naruto, Banya, what's wrong? Bania, he wants to hurt me. Just then Kinga appears with his spear, which was now a pile of blades. Kinga, she dared to eat my food. Bania, protege Narukuan. Kinga, don't use it as a damned shield. Gothar, if you want I can make you forget about this. Bania, you are. Kinga, no. Triana, They always have to fight between the two of them. Diane, there seems to be no end to how much energy they have to use for that. Merlin, I'm going to put them in a perfect cube. Akino, stop using Naruto as a human shield. At that, two Uchihas happened to look through Naruto's window seeing the disaster, but when they saw how the boy was doing they entered through the window. Itami/Suki, Deijin Lo. That's how the days passed until the last part of the chunin exam arrived. Cap 15. After what happened in the week of training in which Naruto became very strong, apart from having constant fights with the girls that he had to separate, the day had already arrived for the last part of the chunin exam, for which everyone was prepared to whatever happened that day, passing the fights up to the one between Gaara, who no one knows of her gender, against Naruto. Naruto, I hope you give me a good fight. Gaara, rest assured. Gaara threw sand at Naruto, who began to dodge it without any problem to go against Gaara to hit him, but his sand protected her, so she would try to go the other way, but the same thing would happen again, understanding that it was useless to try the same. So Gaara would launch a sand attack that hit him squarely, but he would get up as if nothing had happened to return to the attack. Only this time when he hit the sand he managed to destroy its protection, hitting it with a blow that sent it crashing against the wall. Temari, how is it possible that I got past your defense? Kankuro, that's supposed to be impossible. Merlin, the captain has enormous strength, it is not surprising that he has done that. Gaara, this is my blood. She said it, starting to laugh like crazy so that you could see how sand was leaving her body, showing what she really was like. Shikamaru, then she really is a woman. Choji, I didn't expect that. At that the redhead is hugged by Naruto. Naruto, calm down, you don't need to act like this, I'm by your side to calm you down. Upon hearing that, the girl calmed down as she hugged him, but feathers began to fall from the sky and the Kasuke was taken in a bucket, showing that it was Orochimaru. Orochimaru, but what? Naruto, you wonder why the invasion didn't start. I killed your shinobi for that, and now I will be your executioner. He said it as he entered the cube. Orochimaru, I will meet you. He said it by taking out his sword to kill Naruto, but with his sword he avoided it, blocking the cut to make a cut in the sand and stomach, followed by a kick to go against him, giving him more blows as if nothing had happened while he had the curse mark to its second phase. Naruto, don't tell me that hurt you. He said it to go against him, hitting him a few times to take his head and smash it against the floor. Naruto, you feel sorry for me. He said it while giving him a blow that sent him flying crashing into the wall, from which he bounced so that he received another blow. Naruto, people like you shouldn't live. He said it to reveal his soul before everyone's eyes, and Merlin would get the perfect cube. Naruto, Temari, can you stop your people from attacking us? Temari, yes. Naruto, do it. The girl with her brothers left to avoid the attack. Cap 16. After the invasion, in which the same thing happened in the original story as the part in which Hiruzen's death happened, so only days passed until Naruto was called to the Hokage Tower, so he had to go alone to see the council aside that the girls followed it. Naruto, what's up old people? Hamura, more respect. Naruto, when you earn it. Something he noticed was sad looks from Minato and Kushina. Danzo, Naruto, we called you because I love you deeply. Naruto, I see, I don't want to. Hamura, you can't object. Naruto, why? Kojaru, because years ago your parents signed some papers that let us do whatever we want with you. Danzo, if you refuse you will have to sign these papers saying you are leaving the village. Naruto, I see, then I leave the village. All that? Naruto, well yes, they are going to be that way. Sign the papers. Naruto, I'm leaving. That's where two jets come in. Akino, Naruto, you can't leave the village. Naruto, they kicked me out late. Akino, then if you go, so will I. He said it while taking out the papers and signing apart from Suki, to everyone's surprise. Suki, what? I have nothing to do in this village. Naruto, Well, in that case, be aware that you just fired the most powerful future shinobi you could have because I know you envy my abilities apart from 2 Uchihas. Hamura, wait, we can reach an agreement. Naruto, late, we already signed. Danzo, Umbus, don't let him escape. Some Umbus tried to attack Naruto, but the Sins killed them easily. Naruto, okay, we're leaving bye. At that point they closed the door before the eyes of everyone who didn't expect anything of that. Suki, we have to prepare things to leave. Naruto, Dicho, Merlin. Merlin, yes, Captain. Snap. Akino, what did he do? Merlin, all our things are waiting outside the village. They all walked to the exit where they saw the girl's friends. Myth, Naruto and I don't leave us. Naruto, afternoon. When they said goodbye, they went outside the village where they walked until they saw a giant pig. Naruto, the Boar Hat. They all went up to go inside where they saw Itami. Itami, what? They didn't think they were going to leave without me. Naruto, in that case we have to start with all this. He said it so that everyone could begin to put things in order until the night came with Naruto having all the girls in his bed. Naruto, although there are more beds, but I'm not complaining. At that moment he feels that someone bit his neck, seeing Suki who had some fangs drawing some blood. Cap 17. After Naruto and the girls left the Konoha village, putting Minato and Kushina in a bad light, apart from the fact that the council will regret having done that, but years passed in which a group called the 7 Deadly Sins became known, a very feared group. Shinobi, hey, I heard a lot about a group called the 7 Deadly Sins. Shinobi, yes, what does it have? Shinobi, I heard that they are very strong but they are all women, why are you afraid of them? Shinobi, it is said that a single member is capable of destroying an entire village on their own. Shinobi, apart from that their leader is a boy who is the most dangerous. Shinobi, it is said that you should never challenge their leader or you will die. That and more was talked about in the group of shinobi while elsewhere. Minato, it's good that they're back. Jiraiya, yes, their training was very good. Minato, yes, but I want to know something. Did you find something? Jiraiya, no, I didn't find anything about Naruto, but I have a theory. Minato, which one? Jiraiya, the girls he went with said they had sins, so Naruto may be in that group. Minato, okay, look up those deadly sins. Jiraiya, about that. Minato, what's wrong? Jiraiya, there is no trace of them other than the fights they have. Minato, this way we'll never find anything about Naruto. Jiraiya, drawing from that, I think the Akatsukis will start with their movements. Minato, this is getting worse and worse. Jiraiya, I was able to know that Akatsuki has a goal and it is the Jinchurikis. Minato, do you know why? Jiraiya, no. Elsewhere you could see a boy who was eating a giant green pig. Merlin, Captain, what are you planning now? Naruto, I just think we'll have to take care of the Akatsuki and Orochimaru. Merlin, okay. Cap 18. After there was talk about the 7 deadly sins, apart from the fact that in Konoha the members like Menma and his sister returned to Konoha to see the entire village, while in another part the sins were enjoying the place. The days passed and currently you can see Team 7 leading the Akatsukis. Kakashi, it would be better if they handed us over to the Kasuke. Deidara, but they do have it. Kushina, we don't have it. Sasori, while we were extracting his biju he disappeared out of nowhere. Menma, stop lying. Merlin, I think that was partly my fault. They saw the woman floating in the air with an unconscious Gaara wing to her. Merlin, I think this belongs to you. He gave Gaara the loss of Konoha. Sasori, who the hell are you? Merlin, I am Merlin the Boar of Gluttony. Sasori, wait, one of the 7 deadly sins. Naruto, and she's not the only one. Everyone saw Naruto apart from the fact that the other girls in the place soon appeared. Kushina, Sochi. Naruto, you better go, we'll take care of them. He said it looking at the Akatsuki who were only attentive. Menma, you damn. Menma went against Naruto. Naruto, well, sins begin. The girls went against the Akatsuki while Naruto waited for Menma, who had a Rasengan in his hand to try to hit Naruto, who only dodged as if nothing had happened until he got tired, and with one blow he sent him flying as if nothing had happened to Menma, which seemed angry so that he began to take out 2 tails of the Kyuubi. Naruto, as always, it's so easy to get angry because of how weak you are. Menma only increased his anger to take out the 4 tails and begin to make a Biju lady, which he launched at Naruto, who was as if nothing had happened before the attack. Naruto, full counter. He said it so that the attack would be returned, leaving Menma unconscious. Naruto, well, with that Menma will no longer use Kyuubi chakra. In Sasori's fight, the boy tried to attack Gothar, which he dodged very easily as if the Akatsuki were not something. Sasori, damn. In a moment he managed to stick his tail into the girl. Sasori, Yogano. Gothar, not really. The girl put her hands on Sasori's head, making the boy stay still while Deidara, seeing that he was at a disadvantage, tried to escape, but to his sorrow Merlin was in front of him. Merlin, I can't let my lab rats escape. He said it as he started to do an Ekiso, making Deidara end up in a perfect cube. Naruto, well, we're done, let's go. Before Team 7 could approach them, the Sins left the place as if nothing had happened. Cap 19. After the teams went to rescue Gaara but ended up seeing how the deadly Sins faced one of Akatsuki, defeating him with great ease so that they ended up leaving the place before the eyes of all of them. At this moment everyone was returning to the village discouraged, although Menma was angry at how Naruto became so strong. Minato, something's wrong? Kakashi, yes, we meet the deadly Sins, although it means we meet Naruto. Minato, and what happened? Kakashi, they left our sight, we lost them completely, we couldn't catch them, although if we had fought we would undoubtedly lose. Minato, why do you say that? They were more than you. Kushina, that's not why. Minato, so. Kakashi, everyone was stronger than us. Kushina, if we fought we wouldn't get to the village yet. With that Minato was surprised. Minato, but obviously they faced each other between teams. Kakashi, in fact, only one of them surpassed us by a lot. Minato, then we have to make ourselves stronger if we want to have Naruto and the Uchihas in the village again. Elsewhere was Naruto with the deadly Sins. Merlin, so you want to get rid of the 9-tailed fox? Naruto, yes, I'm sure everything will be fine. Merlin, if you want then I will, but it will take some time. Naruto, it doesn't matter, as long as you do it. In this way he would lie down so that Merlin could begin to cast some spells while some magical circles surrounded Naruto by his enzyme, which became smaller and smaller until they reached Naruto's stomach, which began to moan in pain until a great light appeared. He illuminated the bar, making everyone cover their eyes, but when the light went away they saw a red-haired man in the place with slanted eyes and 9 tails. Naruto, well Kurama, a promise is a promise and you are now free. Kurama, I appreciated Naruto, but I'm afraid I have to continue with you. Naruto, I don't understand why. Kurama, well, I found out that Madara Uchiha is possibly an Akatsuki. Naruto, and what's important about it? Kurama, I want revenge on that damned bastard, that's why I'll stay with you if you go after Akatsuki. Naruto, then welcome back, my friend. The two shook hands with a smile. Merlin, I'm afraid I have to interrupt this moment, since I have to inform you about the commandments. Naruto, what's wrong with them? Merlin, I think they'll be freed soon. Bania, what is the plan? Naruto, I'll have to talk to them, I'm still their leader after all. Diane, but that's dangerous. Naruto, I know, but we don't have many options if we want to finish off the Demon King. Elsewhere there was a seal which began to break while a dark matter began to come out of the seal that turned a bright violet color. Cap 20. After the report was given on what happened in the mission, the group of deadly Sins was calmly traveling, thinking about the next Akatsuki with whom they were going to fight, until at one point they stopped due to a small tremor that they felt, so that they will look directly at the door. Merlin, it's them. Naruto, let me take care of what comes later. He left the place to see the commandments who were in front of him. Naruto, so the 10 commandments came out again. Monspeet, if we start to think, in fact we have 8 commandments at the moment, we need 2 more members. Naruto, just talk so they came. Derriere, I think that's more than obvious. Glucksina, we practically came to follow you since you are our leader in a way. Galen, although I don't think you can really be the leader of the commandments. Naruto, do you want to fight? Galen, you would do me a big favor after all I haven't fought in a while. At one point Naruto was in front of him, kneeing him in the face, followed by taking him by the head to smash him against the floor, making a cloud of dust with which he formed a crater before everyone's eyes. Naruto, I think I just made it clear who is the most powerful. Galen, this is nothing. He said it as he stood up and went into his most powerful form. Galen, now that I'm not going to hold back, I'm damned. He said it to make a lunge at Naruto, but the sound of a bell was heard as Galen flew out of the place. Naruto, it seems you forgot the physical full counter. Droll, has the abilities of Estarossa, Zeldris and Meliodas. Glucksina, without a doubt he is much more powerful than all of us, and it is not advisable to go against him. Naruto, since we discussed this topic, now I want you to find Galen so we can leave. Droll was the one who ended up taking Galen so that they could walk from the place with great peace of mind. Monspeet, so what's the plan, Captain? Naruto, so far we will only fight against a group of people called Akatsuki, nothing more. Melascula, simple humans that we can devour their souls, sounds very good to me. Derriere, yes, but I don't think that's all. Naruto, no, the Demon King is not going to leave us alone now that they know they are following me, so we will go against them. Monspeet, you talk about taking over the Demon Kingdom. Naruto, something like this will be like a coup d'état. After all, we have more advantage than before. Glucksina, what are you talking about? Naruto, I'm saying that now, apart from having the strength of sins and commandments, Chandela and Cusack will soon be released. With them we will have more power than before. Monspeet, but it's not enough to deal with them. Naruto, that's why we'll have to see if we can gather some demons and hopefully have help from the goddess clan. Glucksina, it's not a bad thing, but why would they help us? Naruto, I know that they will not like to receive help from the goddess clan because they hate them, but I think they will be interested in ending part of the demon clan, although more so the Demon King himself. Merlin, sounds like a good plan, but we just have to wait for them to come to us. Naruto, it won't be a big problem because with the free commandments, and soon the 2 high-class demons will come directly to us, and that way we can talk to them. No one could deny that the plan that Naruto had at that moment was in some way good. Diane, but what about the villages? Naruto, I'll take care of that. Konoha is looking for me while the others prefer to avoid us, so the only problem is being Konoha. Although they don't compare to us, they are going to be a nuisance, there is no doubt about that. Droll, I think we can take care of that. Naruto, only if they avoid eating their souls. I don't want to suddenly have the 5 great villages behind me for taking us as a threat. The commandments nodded as they began to prepare. Cap 21. In the lightning village everyone was calm until at one point they began to see a cloud of dust that began to form in the middle of the village, Galen being the only one who was calm looking around. Galen, so this is a shinobi village and a big one. Man, hey big guy, you just destroyed part of the village, that shouldn't be done. Galen, who believes himself worthy enough to direct his words to the great Galen of truth. Man, I'm Killer Bee, and now that we're introduced, I advise you to give up. Galen, let me think about it a little, better not. Killer Bee, whatever you want, if what you want is a fight then we'll have it. Before they could do anything they began to feel a tremor, only to see in one part how a giant with 4 arms and a red-haired man with wings were present. Galen, hey guys, it seems like they came for me. I don't think it's something important. Droll, if Naruto requests your presence, it is important that you come. Galen, who is Naruto? Do not know him. Glucksina, well, you're going to have to come no matter what, there's no other choice since he's our captain now. saying that he could only look at them to start walking. Galen, since they finally chose a successor, I hope that this one is worthy of being a true demon. Droll, better not say that in his presence, he's like Meliodas from 3,000 years ago. Naruto, actually, I already heard it. Upon hearing that voice, they saw to one side where Naruto was flying with a smile to go down and stand in front of everyone as if it were nothing. Naruto, now that I was able to find you, Galen, I'm going to tell you one thing: we must leave. Galen, as you wish, sir. He said it while kneeling before him. Killer Bee, wait a minute, I can't let them go. Naruto, well, you're going to do it one way or another, you have no other choice. At that he saw how the man took out his swords to be in a combat pose. Killer Bee, I said no and I'm not going to allow it. Izuku, wow, what an insolent human, you dare to order me around. Killer Bee, yes, and now I'm going to finish you off. He said it while he lunged at him in order to cut him, only to end up receiving a blow that ended up hitting him against the wall of a house, causing him to spit blood due to the enormous pressure of that blow. Izuku, since you don't understand our power differences, then you leave me no choice but to destroy you so that you understand. But you're lucky I'm lucky, so I'll leave you alive. He said it while flying away with the commandments while in heaven. Galen, and sir, what will we do? Naruto, some plans to first overthrow the Demon King from his throne, and to do so we will have to start making alliances. Gloxina, what kind of alliances are we talking about? Naruto, I always thought about destroying the Akatsuki, but it would be better if our followers did so I sent Monspeed to negotiate with them. Droll, it's not for nothing, but I don't think it was a good idea. Naruto, you are wrong, my dear companion, you cannot stand humans like Gloxina. Galen would kill them immediately, Frauden like Greyroad would eat them like Melascula, and Derriere would not stand them. Monspeed is the best user I can send to talk. In Akatsuki's lair, everyone faced the demon who only had his mustache. Pain, then let me see if I could understand correctly. You want us to follow your lord like all of you as our superiors so we can have peace. Monspeed, if you are going to live, nothing will happen to you, rest assured. Haiden, I don't think so, I'd better kill this wretch now. In one jump he attempted to kill Monspeed, who at one point was behind him, placing his command on Haiden, causing the soul to come out for the demon to take. Monspeed, I think they'd better be more careful next time or they might end up dead. Pain, apparently we have no choice but to accept this. Monspeed, good, and you better not try to do anything against him, because if you think I'm very strong you can't imagine what my captain is. He said it while leaving that soul back into Haiden's body, causing the madman to get up. Pain, when will we know that they will look for us? Monspeed, you'll know, in the meantime wait. He said it while flying away from the place. Cap 22 Lemon? In the Boar Hat, some were the commandments, while a certain blonde only had a smile, while some girls were on top of him. Naruto, it seems like everyone just wants to get started now. Diane, we just want to be your future queens, we don't think about anything else. Naruto, then let's get started once and for all. The girls only went on to kiss the young man, who had no other options than to respond to his loved ones, while they began to take off his clothes until they were left as they were brought into the world. Merlin, then we'll have to start with one of us. With that they saw how Akino got on top of the young man, only to insert his entire member fully, only to give a moan of pain. Naruto, it seems like you have too much of a sweet tooth, you immediately wanted to go for that part, and you didn't even think about it. Akino, then we just have to wait until I get used to it. Naruto, yes, but I'm not going to leave the rest alone. He said it while making some clones that took the rest only for two to start with Itami. Others took Suki, while the remaining ones went after Gothar, Triana, Merlin, Diane, Bania and Kinga. Diane, be more careful, it's the first time ever. Naruto, that gives me more reasons to enjoy all of you. The clones, like Naruto himself, waited for a while until the girls began to move little by little, just so that they could clearly have the signal that they would be able to move, starting with the girls without having many problems with them, who began to change pain for pleasure. Since each one had the blonde's member inside them, while little by little they began to have their tongue out, Their eyes began to go away while at the same time they little by little began to stop thinking clearly. Diane, I think we overdid it when we thought we were going to be able to beat him. Her words were with some difficulty since she ended up being touched by 2 clones that hit her on both of her rear parts, penetrating the girl without having any mercy on her, who had no choice but to endure them while the rest began to have the same problem. Merlin, I don't know why I see more and more of him. Those words were after seeing how more of those clones began to come out that only surrounded the girls to continue with those attacks while Naruto found himself with an Akino who was only going up and down his member while she began to have some saliva coming out of her mouth. Akino, please, I would like to have your children. After those words he ended up receiving a kiss from the same blonde who only had a smile. Naruto, and it's going to be that way, I'm just not going to let you rest for the rest of the time. Those words were accompanied by a demonic mark with which he began to have more control of the girl and with his attacks only to get him on top of her. Triana, I am the strongest Sin, I must be able to fight something like this, I cannot give up. Before he continued talking about his pride, a 3rd clone approached him to put a member in his mouth only for the rest to begin doing the same with the girls, preventing them from being able to do anything about it since none of them could contain the young man who had a smile. For how he was enjoying his women while he only increased the thrusts at a higher speed until at one point they stopped while a white liquid began to come out of the girls who ended up tired as they were taken to the bed where they stood next to the young man. Bania, I like every time we meet and we can do the same thing. Kinga, say it for yourself, they forgot that I'm small and I can't last that long. At that she began to feel a hug from behind from Diane who only touched her a little. Diane, so next time I'll try to accompany you a little. He said it as he began to lick his lips at his words while looking at the little fairy who ended up blushing because of that. Naruto, the important thing is that they meet me. He said it while bringing them closer using his dark matter, being happy to have them by his side all the time. Cap 23. Once Naruto managed to have some time alone with the girls he loved, the young man was alone walking through the bar, smiling while he thought about his next moves until he saw how one of the most sensible commandments began to arrive. Monspeed, it seems that you are actually very relaxed despite everything. Naruto, that's because there's no reason for me to be upset. Monspeed, it from that I could notice that you left a seal on all the commandments, even inside you there is a seal, I don't understand why. Naruto, well, the commandments are part of the Demon King's power. He can see us and hear us based on the commandments. That's why the seal works so that he can't see anything or feel us. Monspeed, and what is the plan going to be now? Naruto, I only have one thing in mind and it is the best of all, to go against the Demon King and take office. I will not let that old man try to manage my destiny, he already did it with his 3 children. Monspeed, so those are your plans, but what I can't understand is how we are going to do it because such a thing turns out to be an impossible job, but what I can't understand is because you simply didn't ask us to give you the commandments. With that you will become much stronger, and you will be able to defeat the Demon King since they are half of his power. Naruto, and for that reason, the commandments are an enormous power, but at the same time it is a plan of the Demon King. There is no way for someone to be able to withstand the 10 commandments at the same time that can lead to madness or total destruction unless whether you are his son, Meliodas or Zeldris. But there is a detail as part of his power can be used as a way to get into other people's bodies and be reborn as a new Demon King. It is a risk that I am not going to take. Monspeed, so you really thought about everything, you really surprised me. I don't even know if Meliodas and Zeldris are on your level. But what I can't understand is that Estarossa is not a pure demon, and you know that he is part Archangel. Naruto, you're wrong about that. In the same way, currently Estarossa is a demon born from the darkness of the Endura. That way he has a life of his own, a true demon even if it doesn't seem like it. But anyway, this is how they are made. Things. Saying that, the demon only took a sip of beer to continue on his way while the young man was only hugged from behind, feeling someone's breasts. Diane, so seeing things without our permission, it seems like you're really trying to make future plans. Itami, although we should spend some time together if it doesn't seem bad to you. Naruto, it's true, they are my future queens, it's better to try to please them in everything I can do right now, so let's have a little more fun. He said it as they began to leave, although in another part Konoha was in chaos since out of pity Galen had to be the commandment that was for that part, and it was not so good to say so with being careful not to destroy anything. Minato, this is not good, we really feel very bad. Kakashi, to make matters worse, between the Akatsuki and demons the village is no longer somewhat quiet. Minato, we must think of a way to protect ourselves when he comes back, and I'm not sure, but we're really going to go through a bad time, to be honest. That's when they saw a light in the sky where some people with white wings were descending, and when they landed they only showed a smile. Tarmiel, it seems that a commandment was around this place. Serial, without a doubt this is Galen's act, there are only cuts. Lidoshal, those dirty demons are going to have to die as soon as possible, I can't wait to do that. Minato, excuse me, but I would like to know who you are, because we can't let anyone stay in this place like nothing happened. Male, it is a fair sir, we came to help you, we are the 4 Archangels. He said it while he had a smile and showed his white wings like the rest before the gaze of the blonde who couldn't do anything. Cap 24. In that place the young man just looked at the bar trying to think while some commandments approached him. Monspeed, I think you noticed the details. Naruto, if the Archangels came at the end of all this, I guess we're going to have some problems after all. Galen, let me go after them, I want to kill them once and for all. Naruto, no, even if we were all together we cannot underestimate their strength. The 4 of them are together, which makes things worse, that means we are really in trouble. Droll, but they underestimate us all the time, they always did, so we must do something about it. Naruto, it's true, I suppose we can take advantage of all that by being able to carry out certain details. I want 2 of the commandments to go for Chandler and Cusack. I have a plan which I need from them apart from all the demons we have. Saying that, Monspeed and Frodon left the place, as the young man was only thinking about such a thing. Droll, what are you planning to do? Naruto, it's quite obvious, they plan to move their pieces soon, we will do exactly the same, we must counterattack their forces. Gloxina, then you wish we could bring our forces in the same way, I suppose Akatsuki is available. Naruto, much better, this world will know what happens when they challenge the wrong people. Galen, it's not for nothing, but I would like to know how you want to attract them to you. I say we can do it, but they will know that they may find themselves under a trap. Izuku, for that reason I need you to try to keep up appearances. I need some lower demons that will serve as bait, that way we can start with things as they should be. Apart from that, we will teach you the power of the next demon king. At that point he noticed how his women arrived and only hugged him. Suki, then soon we will have a much larger kingdom. Melascula, I can't wait to get started on this kind of stuff. Itami, although there are really going to be big problems once this war starts. Akino, just try not to die. They saw how the young man began to walk with a smile even though he was somewhere. Naruto, it is impossible for me to die in this type of thing. Galen, I want you to protect them, they may want to come after them and I need someone to be in charge of holding them back. Galen, sounds pretty good to me, just let me take care of this whole thing. Naruto, well, the rest I need you to start putting your ranks in motion like hiding in the sky. They will use the clouds as camouflage, and use their demonic power as little as possible, that way we can avoid being discovered. Gloxina, it sounds like this plan is going to work soon, and we will be the next in charge. Naruto, it looks like we could be next. Saying that, they began to leave the place while everyone in the village was drinking, and Mail was only with them. Minato, shouldn't you make plans now? I say because soon we will go to war. Mail, yes, but the only threats is that Naruto guy. There is no other person who has enough power to be able to confront us. Minato, although we must be careful since in truth, even though we have the help of the other villages, we simply do not know how things can happen. Mail, you don't need to worry since there is only one way to generate a guaranteed defeat, and it is based on a single method. Minato, and what is that method? At that point they felt a tremor throughout the place, followed by noticing how in the distance a kind of pillar that was made of dark matter began to appear in the sky, where it only appeared somewhat imposing, making the man stand up from his seat. Mail, damn, this is bad. Minato, what does this mean? Mail, just what I thought. They are trying to bring part of purgatory to this world that will make it impossible to move or have a victory. Come on, we have to leave as soon as possible." Saying that, they began to leave the place where everyone prepared themselves with the same purpose: to defeat those demons that really scared all people, among other things. Cap 25. Both the shinobi and the archangels arrived little by little at the place where little by little they noticed how some special people were approaching. "Minato, there are some people in front of us. Reikage, but I can't see who they are." At one point they saw some clay creatures come out which exploded, surprising the shinobi with the attacks. "Deidara, I'm sorry, but we can't let them be able to pass. Pain, they are going to know the path of pain. May, I thought you wanted peace in a strange way. Conan, and it is that way. If Naruto manages to be the Demon King, then we will achieve our peace. But out of pity we must first eliminate some special people." He said it while looking out of the corner of his eye at the 4 archangels who were walking away from the place, since when they were near the dark place they only looked at the same thing as a few demons came out. "Serial, what's happening?" "Tarmiel, I can't see any of the commandments, and this portal of darkness is false. It is only darkness that comes from those lower-ranked demons. This makes no sense." At one point they heard an explosion not far away to see that it was the shinobi who were being attacked by the commandments. "Galen, come on, try to entertain me as much as you can." "Droll, it is impossible for them to be able to defeat us. We surpass them in every way." "Melascula, this is going to be pretty fun." "Lidoshal, it was a trick. They wanted to see our faces so they could go after the Shinhwa." "Male, then let's help them. We must be able to destroy them as soon as possible." Before they could go after all the commandments, they stopped when they felt a large amount of darkness, being that it was a dark lightning bolt falling from the black clouds, so that they watched as a figure began to descend from it, and when it came out it was only a Naruto who had a smile as if it were nothing. "Naruto, it seems like we just didn't expect this kind of thing, if I don't think so." "Male, so now we have the head of the snake in front of us." "Naruto, in fact you are wrong, the head is inside purgatory, the miserable Demon King is the one they are really looking for." "Lidoshal, but you find yourself in front of us, you find all these demons destroying everything in your path." "Naruto, please, don't be an idiot. Lidoshal, I had in mind that you 4 were thinking of coming after me. Wanting to kill me is what you have in mind, and you can't fool me for that reason." "Lidoshal, well, it's our job and you must destroy the most disgusting demon of all." The man attacked him before everyone's eyes, and to his own surprise the young man managed to catch him by the neck as if it were a child's game where he himself had a smile. "Naruto, don't make me laugh. I know your movements quite well. I know how long it takes you to come and go because it is similar to the 4th Hokage's jutsu. Therefore you have no way of surprising me." Saying that, he threw it against Serial, who simply had no choice but to receive it squarely and put it aside, but from one moment to the next the young man was in front of him, landing a blow on his stomach, causing him to fly through the air. Same attack followed by dodging a large amount of water that came from Tarmiel, who was thinking of continuing attacking, but out of pity for himself a huge mass of darkness managed to come out, beginning to consume him little by little to the point of being able to catch him by the even though they began to tighten until they exploded, causing it to begin to go down for that very reason. "Naruto, come on, they're supposed to be the best of the goddess clan." "Male, and you're not wrong, I will end your life." He said it while he ended up passing through the young man's stomach. He thought it was over, although Naruto's body went up in smoke, surprising the purest man of the goddesses until he saw how a mass of darkness came from above him, making him block it, but recoiled by the force of the impact to see the young man who had a smile above them. "Naruto, come on, we will have to test the power of our forces. We will know who is the strongest of all right now." He said it with a smile, while the 4 of them only began to prepare for the approaching battle, since they were really going to have a great difficulty with it. Cap 26. In the Great Shinobi War, as demons, they found themselves fighting as best they could against each member they encountered, and they were actually having problems at this time. "Minato, why do they work for demons? You are supposed to want peace." "Pain. And it's that way, we just wish for peace in the whole place, and if the new Demon King rules this place then there can be peace." Tsunade, based on your mandate of terror? Doesn't sound like a very good peace. Pain, I assure you that you are completely wrong. The peace that can be had with their help is quite great. We will even be able to keep all the people under control without having to enter a war again. He said it while he was able to continue with the battle, while on the other hand certain goddesses walked away while looking in front of them at the blonde with a smile. Male, damn, there's no point in actually wanting to be the Demon King. They'll never let that happen. Naruto, in fact you are wrong. The old Demon King is very weak and can't do too many things, to be honest, therefore it is my chance to take the throne. Ladosho, why didn't you do it? Naruto, about that. Let's say that he made a seal with enough strength to prevent any demon that manages to exceed 20,000 amounts of power from simply not being able to pass through the portal. In short, it means that he is desperate to prevent it from not being able to pass or the commandments. Tarmiel, if that prevents you from being the Demon King, then we will gladly help with that. He said it while trying to throw a large amount of water at it, but when he tried to do so he simply managed to disappear, so that in a moment he appeared on the side of it, landing a kick followed by going back to a part where Ladosho was planning to attack him. Just to that he was taken by the legs, so that he was whipped with all his strength against the floor of the place, causing a slight earthquake. Male brother, this is bad, we can't just fight separately. Cereal, it's true, try to put them together and I'll take care of attacking him. Male, wait, don't do it. Out of pity, his words were not heard by the young Archangel, who immediately launched himself to attack him, and Naruto did the same, remaining face to face, and from one moment to the next he dodged him just like his wind dome, letting out a little fire that began to cover the entire dome of Cereal, causing him to be covered by the flames of purgatory, where he himself went on to clash the palms of his hand, causing it to explode from one moment to the next, causing Cereal himself to begin to descend with certain wounds in his body. Her body. Male, how did you do that? Cereal's defense is supposed to be impossible to overcome. Naruto, do you really think that? You forgot that as long as a pinch of fire manages to receive air, or in this case that amount of wind, especially those of purgatory, it can expand to be able to consume everything in its path. Male, it really is, but from what I thought, you know how to move. Naruto, not only that, a little demonic blood stops coming out with darkness. It completely affects Tarmiel, so her grace is not as helpful as before. With Cereal I already managed to tell you, Ladosho, let's say that I must predict her movements, something very simple, only that I have to calculate the time it takes to achieve it. Male, if you really know how to do that, then in a few words you know how to repel me in the same way. Naruto, let's say that out of pity there is no way to repel him as easily as the rest of them. I must surpass you in magical power. At one point I began to hear the voice of one of its members. Melascula, my captain, the portal is open, you can pass now that you have the opportunity. Naruto, too bad, we won't be able to fight now, but in a while. Now if you let me I should be able to finish off the king. Saying that, he began to leave, where Male thought about going after him, but the young man managed to make a certain amount of darkness begin to put pressure on his body, something that did not take long to release. Male, I must prevent him from becoming king. Original demon, I'm afraid that's going to be impossible. If you want to touch His Majesty, you must first pass over us. The Archangel only saw how the original demon and the commandments began to get on top of him, showing that they were thinking of fighting against him. Cap 27. The young man was traveling little by little through purgatory, where he managed to see how all the demons were, who began to move away from him as if it were nothing, while Naruto only began to walk until he was facing the Demon King himself, having a slight smile. Naruto, well, father, I think we can really meet again. Demon King, yes, I can see how you avoid having to touch part of my power as much as possible. Naruto, let's be honest, it's a trap. Your disgusting commandments are a trap to make you younger and make your reign last longer. Demon King, in that case, I think I should take things by force if I'm wrong. The Demon King took his enormous sword ready to attack, but out of nowhere in a single second a kind of sword made of dark matter ended up piercing his throne while managing to generate a light cut on his cheek. Demon King, what is this? Naruto, don't confuse things. If I were like Meliodas I must undoubtedly be playing with you, since my assault mode is enough to kill you. If I were like Estarossa, I must be torturing you little by little. But thanks to Zeldris, I managed to understand that no, I can leave you alive. I can't let you try to make a move or something that ends up putting me at risk, and I plan to do it. Demon King, if you believe that, you think that you are really capable of being able to confront me with such low power, then I will kill you. He said it while raising his sword to be able to stab it from above into the body of the young man, who managed to dodge it easily to launch himself against him, successfully avoiding each cut until he managed to land a kick on the Demon King's stomach, followed by a hook to his chin coming from below so he could grab his head and hit him against the floor. Naruto, don't confuse things, idiot. When they had to reincarnate, their powers increased. Estarossa managed to have 300,000 for his part, Zeldris about 437,000, and Meliodas managed to have approximately 651,783. If you put that exact amount together in a single body, you generate 1,388,783, that amount exactly. It is more than enough to be able to defeat you, and I only had to master that power and increase it, therefore, you are not able to do anything against me. Demon King, wretch, I will kill you right now. When he tried to get up, his head was hit against the floor again, while the young man had his foot on top of him with assault mode activated. Naruto, it's not a good idea, Demon King. We both already know well that I surpass you in every way. I just have to take your power and eliminate you forever. It's something I have to do right now. Demon King, I can't let myself be lost by you. Naruto, of course you can do it. You are the Demon King who was controlling his children for a long time, but now your reign is over, and from this point on I am in charge of taking everything that belongs to me from your power as a government. At that, the demon managed to get angry and take his weapon again and make Naruto run so that he could get up and begin to wave it like a madman, destroying different points of the ground, trying to kill the young man as soon as possible. Demon King, I am the Demon King, the one who rules over all demons, and I am not going to allow a miserable nobody to come and take away the position that I have been holding for a long time. Before he continued to cause more disasters, Naruto, using rebellion, threw the 7 swords towards that out-of-control demon, piercing their hearts so that in the face of such a thing, the Demon King stopped while he began to spit blood and fell on his knees to the floor, while little by little he managed to feel how his life was going. Although it did not last much longer, since Naruto once again took out his sword to cut off his head before all the demons, and thus put an end to the battle. Naruto, now demons from purgatory, would you follow your new king to take over the world? With that, all the demons began to shout, making it clear that they did accept that young man as their new king, and with that, Naruto only looked at the entrance to purgatory, where he had a smile, knowing what was coming. Cap 28. In the world where they were all fighting little by little, the demons were losing little by little because they were simply fighting against the 4 Archangels. Not to mention those who managed to be revived by Orochimaru being the previous Hokages, and to top it off they had to free Kaguya freeze herself from confinement so she can turn the rules in her favor, beginning to have control of everything. Suki, miserable, I really can't believe you guys are doing this kind of thing. Akino, and they don't let anything out of nowhere. Lidoshel, come on, let's take the opportunity to kill those miserable demons. No one is going to escape from our hands. Reikage, I will kill the fiancés of that damn demon who is leading all of this. From one moment to the next, when the girls were surrounded, they saw how some people were slowly approaching to finish them off. The Reikage, Lidoshel and Menma were the ones who were approaching little by little to finish the matter that was happening until out of nowhere. In the area where it was located, it ended up exploding, distancing those present. Lidoshel, what was that? This makes no sense. Male, but then something bad is happening. Out of nowhere there began to be a pressure in the air, causing everyone to stay still, especially the members of the goddess clan. Serial, what is this enormous darkness? Tarmiel, it is as if purgatory itself is found in this world. They noticed how a huge portal of pure darkness began to open little by little from the sky. It was only darkness from which demons of all kinds and types managed to descend before them. Lidoshel, what's happening? This is supposed to be impossible. Naruto, yes, it is impossible for you to understand the enormous power of the true Demon King. When they heard that, They turned around, seeing the young man who was standing with his arms crossed with a smile, while he had the form of Meliodas in his demon king state. With that he only managed to make them all afraid. Ladoshal, let's attack him now, we can't let him go. Serial, sounds good to me. The four of them launched themselves against him so that from one second to the next they began to fly out of the area, crashing into the floor while they looked with difficulty, as Naruto found himself with a smile. Naruto, who said anything about me leaving? I plan to stay as long as possible. At that point he extended that portal, making it bigger, covering part of the sun while everyone was looking at such a thing, surprised. Ladoshal, wretch, I'm going to finish you off. Male, wait brother, you can't handle him. The man didn't care at all, he only thought about being able to finish off Naruto as soon as possible. But he barely tried to hit him, he stepped to Naruto's side so that he was split in half, surprising everyone, only for Male to end it all. Seeing that, he would get angry to the point of attacking the same demon who managed to extend his hand as if nothing had happened. Naruto, Eternal Darkness. With that, a large amount of darkness ended up coming out of the palm of his hands, hitting Male, who threw him to the floor while they noticed the deep wounds he had on his body, so that both Serial and Tarmiel tried to do something about it by attacking from behind. To Naruto, but he ended up disappearing to reappear behind Serial's back where he made his wind shield to protect himself, but it was in vain for Naruto, who with one blow managed to break through her defense like Serial's body as if it were nothing to steal her soul. Serial, impossible. With that he fell to the floor while the young man looked into his soul. Naruto, it was a bit of a weak shield. Tarmiel, wretch, don't eat his soul. As soon as he launched himself against the young man, he only used the same attack as before, hitting Tarmiel's body, making him unable to withstand it and turning into dust. Chundeler, it's damn time, let's take full control of the battle now that we have the chance. Monspeet, you all heard, attack with all your forces without any mercy. With that, everyone began to fight harder than before while Male, who stood up with difficulty, watched as Naruto was little by little in front of him with that demonic smile he had. Cap 29. In that battle, while everyone began to retreat before the fire of the demons that were advancing little by little, taking control of the battle on Male's side, he was staring at Naruto, who had an arrogant smile in front of him. Naruto, this is the end for you, Male. I think you won't be able to continue fighting any longer. Male, don't think you've won yet. Naruto, what are you talking about? Male, you still don't realize? The Supreme Deity is still there to defend us, she is going to come and will be in charge of eliminating you. Naruto, are you serious? Male, of course, she is going to take care of eliminating you forever. At what he said, the man began to laugh in front of his face. Male, what's so funny? Naruto, isn't it obvious? You say that you will be able to eliminate me with the help of the Supreme Deity. However, there is a very big problem on your part. Overcome her power, she is afraid. Male, that's impossible, he's not afraid of anyone in any way. Naruto, maybe not, but nevertheless Meliodas' power was greater than that of the Demon King when I had him inside my body. It reached 70% of what he has, but add the power of Zeldris and Estarossa that I managed to increase. If you combine those three powers plus that of the Demon King, make it clear that I completely surpassed the Supreme Deity. She has an idea of my power, and knows well that she cannot face me. She is afraid to come, especially to see how I am humiliating her best soldiers. Male, miserable, that's impossible, she's not afraid of anything or anyone, I can't take this kind of thing seriously. Naruto, think what you want, the truth is that I don't care, you miserable Archangel of Light. In fact, I'm going to do you a favor to show my respect for the power you managed to achieve. Male, what a favor? Naruto, yes, I will kill you and I will not dare to touch your soul like I did with the other three. It is a way for you to be clear about the greatness of your power. At that, Male tried to attack him immediately, creating a sword of light, trying to kill him, but he was grabbed by the neck by Naruto, who lifted him into the air, holding him for something where Male made a great effort to remove the grip he had on his neck. Until from one moment to the next his neck was bent by the new Demon King, who had a slight smile to let the body fall to the floor. Naruto, Now that this is over, I can begin the next part of my plan. With that, he went to the battlefield where the shinobi tried to fight against the demons, but now without the Archangels, those who managed to see the original demon again in all his presence had everything to lose. Menma, what the hell is happening? We are supposed to be able to go against this issue. Sasuke, otherwise this matter could be worse. The bodies of the previous Hokages are beginning to leave. We no longer have them on our side. Kagaya, that doesn't matter. Now that they have me, I will take care of winning this battle. With that, they saw how that enormous chakra tree began to grow little by little to end the battle as soon as possible. But before it was able to do anything, while the roots of that tree went towards the demons, they were cut just like the huge chakra tree was destroyed into pieces. Kagaya, what the hell was that? Naruto, I'm afraid they can't do anything, not while I'm around. Upon hearing that, they saw the young man who was on top of them while he went down little by little. Naruto, I propose a deal to all of you. Since you have no way of winning this battle, the deal is for all of you to surrender. Reikage, that must be a joke. It's impossible for us to do something like that. Naruto, finish off the 4 Archangels. Apart from the fact that the Supreme Deity is not going to fight on your side, they have no chance of winning. That is why from now on I only ask that you be able to give me your loyalty and be at my command. That's all. Reikage, you must be crazy if you really think I'm going to accept something like that. The man jumped towards the young man, being close to being able to land a blow, but was stopped by Galen, who stuck his spear into his entire chest to throw him to the ground as if he were garbage. Galen, the king is not interrupted when he speaks. Learn a little manners. Naruto, now I let you choose whether to perish or serve. Given what the young man said, little by little everyone began to kneel before him without having any other options while they stared at him as to how he could win that war. Even Kagaya, seeing that her power was not enough, had to kneel before him. Cap 30 Final. Some time passed since the war, if you can call it that way, ended. The entire Shinobi Alliance had to accept their new ruler, a demon whose power was enormous. Not even the Supreme Deity was capable of doing anything to him. Currently there was only peace in that world since every shinobi war was stopped by demons and other things. Now in a room there were 3 girls holding some babies in their arms, while in front of them were some village leaders as guests. Makoto, your babies are very cute. I wish I could hold my grandchildren. Itami, I think you can do it, Mom, although they get a little wild sometimes. Suki, we can say that they just want to be with us. Makoto, what about Naruto? He is his father. Akino, well, if he charges them, they immediately bring out fire and try to burn him. Myth, it sounds kind of weird, but I still can't believe they let us come as guests. Akino, before, his family was a family that he hates, but his father is still the 4th Hokage. We can't do much. Kushina, it's true, although there are still people who refuse to have him as the king of all this. Itami, unfortunately it's going to continue that way, but it's something else that I can't understand. Makoto, what do you mean? Itami, well, since Naruto rules all of this, he made sure that he finds houses for humans. No one lives on the street, no one goes hungry. If he lets them still have their shinobi as their minor problems, but nothing more than that, it's something that it makes no sense for them to continue against him. Makoto, unfortunately they still remember the events of the war, how cruel he was when he murdered so many people. Suki, that's right, we can't blame them for that. At one point they saw how a person began to enter, Gloxina, who only looked at everyone in the room. Gloxina, it's not for nothing, but they have to return to the throne room. Very important things are still taken into account. Saying that, they nodded their heads as they began to leave, and along the way they managed to meet Kagaya, who was passing by the place. Itami, it seems they called you the same thing. Kagaya, in fact, I came to thank your king. He continues to take care of the Akatsuki who keep coming to Earth. He kills them himself as if it were nothing. Gloxina, yes, but since so many keep coming that they don't put up a fight at any time, I'll let the commandments take care of the matter, and we'll have to kill those members of your old clan. Kagaya, anyway, it doesn't take away from the fact that he is protecting me in a certain way. This is very important. The girls nodded as they continued on their way, whereupon reaching the throne room they saw the rest of the Demon King's girls, who each carried a baby in their arms, making it clear that they were the children of Naruto, who was only with a kind smile. Naruto, it's about time you all arrived. I think this makes things much better apparently. Minato, why are you calling us? Naruto, it was just to know the level of their villages, whether they are good or bad. The truth is that these types of things have me very intrigued. Gaara, well, my village is still fine. Minato, the same thing happens with the blade. May, and my village managed to receive members of special clans, even more thanks to their demons. For that I must thank them. Naruto, I think it's excellent. This kind of thing should always go well all the time. He said it while having a smile on his face because of the events that were happening back then. After hours, the young man was lying on his bed while he waited for his loved ones who were arriving little by little. Diane, actually, having a few children can be very exhausting. Merlin, that's true. I think we really need a break from it. Each one began to take place on that bed, where Naruto accepted them with great pleasure. Akino, hey Naruto, you don't seem very happy it seems. Naruto, the truth is I don't know very well. I've been ruling all this for a while now. I managed to carry out the revenge of Meliodas, Zeldris and Estarossa, but now I feel empty inside, as if I had nothing else to do in this world. Suki, well, now you have us. From now on we must be the new part of your world that you must be able to take care of. Naruto, yes, but it doesn't take away the fact that I'm still going to have that emptiness inside my body. Bania, well, I know how to fill it. Naruto, how? Itami, possibly with more babies. At what the girls said, they all began to have a smile, while Naruto just began to swallow saliva, knowing quite well that he was not going to tell any more of this very well.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.